Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hello and welcome back, guys. It's Bushcraft Family with another video. And I think this one is a very important one to get shared out there and all that fun stuff. How to prepare for the 2023 economic collapse. And it's not that I'm wanting something like this to happen, but it's to prepare for these things. And it's not that I'm trying to spread fear. It is to prepare, to have knowledge about these things that may happen. And a lot of experts are already confirming we're in the works of this. When the Fed coin was rushed into market, it became clear that this would be our new currency. Yes, they want to get rid of the old dollar bill and turn everything into the Fed coin. The great way for this to happen would bring on an economical collapse. I'll get that word out. That is exactly what we are witnessing right now in our country, with inflation and all this that's going on. The supply chain still issues with that. Prices of food, fuel, low labor, things like that. It's coming. So what are these things that we can do to prepare for that? There's all kinds of stuff that you can do, but I'm just going to give a short little list of some of the things that we can prepare for this. And some may disagree, some might agree, but bug-in preps. They're expecting this transition, or whatever you want to call it, to last at least 2 years. So the more that you can stay in one place and have enough stuff to survive for that 2 years, the better. There's going to be lockdowns, riots, civil unrest, whatever you want to call it. A lot of lawlessness, as you can imagine. And not only do we need to prepare for not being able to go out and get groceries like we usually do and things like that, but we have to worry about protecting those things. And there's a lot of people out there that, well, I'm getting a bug out bag and I'm bugging out and I'm going to live in the woods somewhere. Well, that's all good in theory, but why would you leave the security of your home where you have or could have a lot of your preps there? And eventually a lot of these people that are living in cities and stuff will start starving, and they'll head out to the woods, so to speak. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a bug out bag, have everything ready to go in case I need to, but that's not my plan. My plan is to stay put wherever it may be and to hold out until things improve, if they improve. Our next one is still considered the same thing. There's going to be bad guys in the world here, and it's do you know what kind of stuff will come out of the the woodwork, so to speak. Some of them are very bad. Some of them are just some people that are trying to feed their families and stuff. But you got to think of yourself and your families first. And knowing your people in your area can be very, very, very important coming when things get very bad. So knowing your area, knowing your community leaders and things like that in your area is very beneficial. Now, those who can afford it and whatnot, because prices right now are crazy, having an off-grid place to survive would be wonderful. I've been looking for property, and it's very hard to find property right now. But if you're already in that situation, consider ways to be there without being connected to the grid itself, be it gas, natural gas, propane, fuel oil, those types of things, electricity, internet, that kind of stuff, because you may not be able to use that stuff, and more than likely that'll be one of the first things that's going to go. Would be power. And this one is kind of more common sense, but you'd be surprised. The fact that people don't know how to cook. And I'm not just saying, fancy gourmet meals or anything like that, but there's been a lot of get some cookbooks on some the old stuff, the Depression foods and recipes that they had back in the day. Learning how to cook outside on a fire, open flame. It's totally different than cooking on a little burner in your house and stuff. That it's one of the things that would be very important, because most of us are not going to have electric stoves and gas stoves to cook inside. Eventually that stuff will run out anyway. So learning to cook on open flame and stuff like that is very important. And yes, when there's no money left, that paper money that you get, or that comes on a little credit card, you may not have that anymore. So what other currency is there? Well, there's trade. You could barter stuff, but one of the most important things is labor. Consider, and I'm going to call this shift careers or things in that nature. Somebody needs some carpentry work done down the road, and they have some chickens, and you do that work for chickens, or some produce, or some extra gasoline that they had stored. Whatever the case may be, this is the way things will go. And I've come up with just a little list of things, some valuable skills that you would need for said shift career. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it sounds interesting. Teaching. Teachers would be very important. Teaching little ones how to do basic schoolwork and stuff, because those things will be very important. Medical, doctors and things like that, very, very important. General just repair businesses, just repairing certain motors or tools or whatever the case may be. Hunting. And with hunting, you need to know how to fill dress and preserve meat and butcher and things like that. Another one is growing food. Not only for yourself, but for others. That could be, you could go to somebody and teach them how to do this and get a percentage of their crops that they grow, and helping them learn how to do this, which helps yourself. That's somebody else that's not going to be coming after your food. Seamstress, the people who sew things together and whatnot, make clothes. Because it's not going to like you can go to the store and buy you some new Wranglers and t-shirts and whatnot. You're going to make your own stuff. Eventually, your clothes will wear out. Blacksmithing would be great. The old school type of blacksmithing, to where you don't use propane and gas. You have to use coal and air and create metal tools and stuff. The fact that just making nails, that used to be a big thing back in the day. Just somebody that would sit there and bang out nails all day. And you overlook some of these little things that you you don't think about anymore, because it's so natural just to go to the store and buy this stuff. Somebody that's going to get sell firewood. If you had enough area to where you could sit there and just chop wood all day and then sell it, and when I say sell it, I mean something to barter with, because there are those that will get gold and silver and stuff like that, but the gold and silver would be good for toward the end of the collapse, or whatever you want to call it, will happen, the shift or whatever. That would be good for after. That way you could build your money, whatever currency they're using at that time. But during, would you rather have a chicken that's laying eggs or an ounce of silver? An ounce of silver is nice and pretty to look at, but you can't eat it. You can't get eggs from it. You know what I'm getting at there? The next one here, and the last one, is probably one of the most important things. I don't think I have something here, and it's a green book, so you won't be able to see much of it, but learning the resources of the natural world, nature's world, going out and finding herbs and learning what they mean and what they do, the benefits of them, because you can't go to Walgreens or Rite Aid or all those places to get this stuff. So you have to learn other ways of dealing with that stuff. And it may save your life, may save family members' life, knowing these things, learning different trees and plants and animals and how to fish and all this kind of stuff that you should be learning now before it gets too late. And that's my list, guys. It's not much, but it's a start. There's so much more that you could stick into all this to learn more and more of this stuff, but it's somewhere to get started. And I hope and pray this collapse doesn't happen. We just scoot on by to the next year, but you never know, guys. It's something that we need to prepare for. Until next time, God bless.